Hey guys, it's Kate on the Homestead. Today I'm going to do something a little bit different, and I'm going to share a video that I saw that I found really inspiring. And I've been meaning to do this for a couple of weeks, but I really just haven't found a quiet moment to sit down and gather some footage to share and shoot this video. I'll link the full video in the description below. I'm just going to share a few highlights and things that I found really inspiring and made me feel really warm and fuzzy about what we're all doing out here. Now, if you don't know who Brett Cooper is, she's a lovely young journalist who works on the Daily Wire YouTube channel. She is enthusiastic and sweet and articulate, and she talks a mile a minute, and she's opinionated, and I just love listening to her. She honestly gives me hope for the world. If we have people like her in her generation, I am optimistic.
I'm Brett Cooper. We are talking about one of my favorite subjects today, homesteading. The world of homesteading has been on the rise lately, especially since the pandemic, especially since people's eyes have been opened to the intricacies of our government and people conspiring against normal people.
I absolutely love her enthusiasm and her acknowledging this movement and how it's really been growing after the past few years. She goes on to talk about different motivations for people striving for this lifestyle. And ultimately, she talks a lot about left and right-wing politics that lead to it. But regardless, her enthusiasm is just so endearing.
You should not vote to continue the system, but granted, both sides are part of a system that is rigged. So I understand. Anyway, I don't really care which side they're on in terms of their homesteading content. It's just great that they are embracing that and they are encouraging people, because I just think it's healthier for all of us, no matter your political affiliation, no matter if you are prepping for an apocalypse or you are just trying to return to your roots. This is so much better than living in an apartment on top of 100 other people, like that guy was saying. This is so much better than eating all the terrible processed crap. This is so much better than spending hours in a cubicle inside scrolling on your phone. Like, if you get to go home to this every day, gosh, it's so much better.
Ain't that the truth? It's one of the best things about being out here is just being immersed in nature, something more wholesome, something back to basics. It's a really wonderful experience.
Millennials and Gen Z in particular have taken a shine to homesteading. Nearly half of the Homesteaders of America poll respondents were 39 or younger. Those generations are increasingly ditching city life, not just for the suburbs, but for exurbs and rural areas, Business Insider reported earlier this month.
Now, I'm Gen X, so I'm outside of this demographic, but she does go on later in the video to share some comments from people from my generation who are choosing this lifestyle.
Somebody said, because the system failed us completely. Somebody else said, not just millennials, this Gen X is all about going off grid, just saying. It's because there's an almost biological urge, an instinctual response and a desire to connect back to the land in a way that humans have done since the dawn of time, until really about 100 years ago or so.
Isn't her enthusiasm just amazing? It's so nice to see this being promoted in the mainstream. I just love her take on all of this.
Learning from each other and teaching each other, it is a great community and it's growing.
I love hearing comments about what a great community we are growing and how this YouTube platform is a big part of that, as we are all sharing our experiences with each other and with the world.
I do agree with the fact that it is incredibly hard work. And I do think that there are people online who make it look a little more idealistic than it is. You should see the way that my mom works on her farm. It is like 16 hours a day. She is up late with animals. She is delivering calves. She is calling her vet at 3 a.m. because her donkey has bloat and is laying in her arms. Like, it is hard work. But she also says that it's the most fulfilling thing that she's ever done besides having children. People find value in this. They're willing to sacrifice their extra time, their social time, the time that they would be on vacations or spending money going out to restaurants, bars, whatever, because this fulfills them.
I could not have said any of that better myself. It is so refreshing to see so much enthusiasm shared on such a mainstream platform. So I really encourage you to click the link that I'll leave in the description and go watch the full video. It's just such an uplifting, motivating, a warm and fuzzy piece of commentary. All right, that's all for today. Until next time, happy, healthy living. I'm Kate on the Homestead, and I'll see you later.